So to begin, I want you to take your hips measurement, right? So get your measuring tape and take a hips measurement, because that's what we're going to be using to work on our skirt. And for me, that's 38 inches. I made the measurement very tight because the material itself is stretchy. So for me, that's 38 inches. We're going to be using that to make our skirt. Okay, we're going to be starting from the ribbing of our skirt, and using my 4mm crochet hook, I'm just going to make a slip knot. Okay, then chain up 9, 7, 8, 9 plus 1, which is our turning chain. Then turn your work, and into the back bump we're going to make single crochets. Okay, so after making your last single crochet, don't chain 1, turn your work, and into the single crochet here, we're going to go into the stitch, both stitches, make a single crochet. Then our next stitch, we're going to go into the back loop only and make single crochets into the back loop only until we reach the end of the row. After making our last single crochet, turn our work again and make single crochet into both stitches. Then continue making single crochet into the back loop only until you reach the end of the row. So basically this is the pattern for our ribbon. We're just going to keep making single crochets into the back loop only, and only for the first stitch that we're going to make single crochet into both stitches. And remember, you're not going to chain 1 after you finish your row. You're just going to turn your work and make single crochet into both stitches. So keep doing this until you reach your hip measurement that you took. Remember, the ribbon stitch is very stretchy, so when measuring your ribbon stitch, make sure to stretch out your work so you're sure that it's exactly your hip measurement. Okay, also the number of ribbon should be in the multiples of 4, okay, because this stitch works in the multiple of 4. Okay, so now I have done my ribbon stitch, and this is how you're going to try it on. You're just going to try it on your hips and stretch it out to see if it comes together. So this is how mine is. It's not too tight, okay? So make sure yours is not too tight. And this is how it looks like on my hips. And make sure your ribbon stitch is in the multiples of 4. Okay, so once you have reached your hip measurement, you're going to seal your ribbon stitch together. Then now to join it together, you're just going to place it like this. And for the last row, you can now chain 1. Then inserting your hook here and here, you're going to make single crochet. Okay, so you're going to single crochet both sides together. Okay, so after joining my ribbon stitch together, I went ahead to make single crochets into each sides. Then I made an increase in the third stitch, so I did single crochet. Then in the third row I did 2 single crochet inside to make an increase. Then I continued 2 single crochet, then an increase, single crochet, and increase. Okay, so just go around making single crochets into each row that you made your ribbon stitch with. So make sure you're going into the row and you increase in the third one. I did so until I reached the end of my row. Then at the end of my row, I made 2 single crochets, then an increase. Then I'm going to make a slip stitch into the first single crochet. Okay, also make sure your single crochets, after you finish going around your ribbon, make sure your single crochet is in the multiples of 4, right? Like when you count them, make sure it's divisible by 4. Then now I'm just going to chain 1, turn my work, and into the first stitch I'm going to make a double crochet. Then another double crochet into the second stitch, another double crochet into the third, then chain 1. Then I'm just going to skip this stitch and into the next stitch make a double crochet, another double crochet, and another double crochet, then chain 1. So basically the pattern is 3 double crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, set of 3 double crochets, chain 1, skip a stitch, another set of 3 double crochet. Okay, so just keep doing this round until you reach the end of your row. Remember, this is also a stitch. Okay, I just made a slip stitch into it. So when you work your 3 double crochet, chain 1, and you get to the end, this is where your chain 1 is going to be. Okay, so I've reached my last stitch and made my 3 double crochet. I'm just going to chain 1 and skip this last stitch here, and into the first double crochet cluster here, I'm just going to insert my hook, make a slip stitch, okay, then chain 1, then I'm going to turn my work, and into that same stitch I'm going to work a double crochet. So just go ahead and make a double crochet into that first stitch that you made a slip stitch into. Basically, I'm just going to put my stitch marker into the first stitch. Then now I'm going to chain 1 over the chain 1 space, then double crochet on the 3 double crochets that I made in my previous row. Chain 1, skip the chain 1 space, and another set of 3 double crochets. Okay, so you're just going to repeat this pattern all around your work, and I'll meet you guys once we've reached the ending. Okay, so I just reached the end of my row, made 2 double crochet, then I'm going to slip stitch into the first double crochet here, then chain 1, bringing in your next color. Before we do that, this is what our work looks like. We are going to turn our work, because at every row after we make slip stitch we turn our work. Okay, so turning your work to this side, you're just going to hide your tail before you begin the other row. Okay, so I'm going to attach my yarn here instead of here, so it will be easier for me to hide my tail when working with my next yarn. Okay, so getting my next yarn color, I'm just going to attach it to the double crochet, the last double crochet of the double crochet cluster before this one, then chain 1, make a double crochet into that double crochet, then into the chain 1 space we are going to make a double crochet joining both space together. So basically insert your hook here, pull up a loop, make it loose, okay, pull it until it's the height of the first double crochet, then you make a double crochet. That's our second double crochet. Then our third double crochet, we'll work it into this one here. I'm just going to take off my stitch marker, mark my first double crochet right here, make my last double crochet. So we now have 3 double crochets, okay? The last double crochet of this row, a double crochet into the chain 1 space, and the first double crochet of this row, of this cluster, sorry. Then you chain 1, skip this double crochet, into the next double crochet, make a double crochet, chain 1 space, make a loose double crochet there, or a big double crochet. Then into the double crochet stitch beside it, make another double crochet. Then chain 1, skip a stitch, and basically repeat the pattern, okay? So you're just going to repeat the pattern all round till you get to the end of the row. Okay, so I've gotten to the end of the row. I've chained 1, and I'm going to skip this stitch and slip stitch into the first double crochet right here, then chain 1, turn my work, okay? Then I'm going to make double crochet into this double crochet that I made slip stitch. Then chain 1, skip this space, double crochet, another double crochet, another double crochet, then chain 1, skip the chain 1 space, and double crochet on the previous double crochet below. So just keep repeating this pattern until you reach the end of the row, and I'll meet you guys again to show you what to do for your next row. Okay, so I've reached the end of the row, and I'm just going to slip stitch into the first double crochet. So you can chain 1, then you cut off your yarn, then turn your work, attach your next color. So attach my yarn, then chain 1, then make a double crochet, then make a double crochet into the chain 1 space of both rows, then make another double crochet into the next double crochet beside it, chain 1, skip a stitch, make a double crochet into the next stitch, a double crochet into the chain 1 space, and a double crochet into the next stitch beside it, and chain 1, and just keep repeating this pattern till you reach the end of the row. So I've gotten to the end of the row, and I'm just going to chain 1 as usual, slip into the first double crochet and make a slip stitch right into that space, chain 1, turn your work, and make a double crochet into that same double crochet. Chain 1, then skip the chain 1 space and make a double crochet, chain 1, and make 3 double crochets. So basically just repeating the pattern that we did in our row 4, 1, 2, 3, yeah, row 4. So you're just going to repeat that pattern until you reach the end of the row, and I'll meet you guys back again. Okay, so I've reached the end of the row, and I'm going to make slip stitch into the first double crochet that I made right here, then chain 1, then as usual you cut off your yarn and change color, so, and turn your work. Okay, so basically this is the pattern for the skirt. You just keep changing the colors after you've made 2 rows with your previous color, and in every row where you make a slip stitch you turn your work. But the row repeat is this row and this row, this row and this row. So once you're done with this row, you know your next repeat will be this one with a different yarn color. So just keep repeating this until you reach the length you want your skirt to be, and I'll meet you guys at the end of that row to show you how to finish up your skirt. Okay, so I've reached the length that I want my skirt to be, and I just finished the row that does the extended double crochet, and I made slip stitch into my first stitch. So now what you're going to do to finish your skirt is you're going to make double crochet into every stitch. So basically the pattern for the end part of your skirt is double crochet all round till you get to the end of the row, and I'll meet you guys back again the moment you reach the end of the row. So I've reached the end of my row, and I just made my last double crochet. Then I'm just going to slip stitch into the first double crochet, chain 1. You can go around as much as you want for the ending part of your skirt, but for me, this skirt I went around I think twice. That's how many times I went around the skirt. I did not want it to look too big, like the edges to look too thick. So I just went around twice, and this is what it looks like. So you can go around your skirt also twice. And that's it, guys. That's the end of today's tutorial for this skirt. You can add images of your finished work in the community that I opened on YouTube, and I just really want to see you guys color combination for this pattern. Okay, thank you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.